Hey, it's Kathy from Fit Kitty Tries, and today we're going to be looking at one of my spreadsheets that you can grab on Etsy, basically just verifying that all the formulas are correct. So if you're interested in formulas or building your own sheet, I am going to go ahead and take you through the entire sheet. It's got both a profit calculator as well as a price calculator if you're not sure how to price your items, and shipping. So this is designed specifically for Canadian sellers, whether you're Canadian and your store is priced in USD or priced in Canadian dollars. That is up to you. You do get to choose whether or not your store currency is Canadian or American, but I think most Canadians keep their store currency in Canadian, just to avoid the 2.5% conversion fee that Etsy charges. But again, it's up to you. I've found that it doesn't really matter that my store is in Canadian currency, because when my US shoppers shop on it, they see it in USD, and most of my sales come from the US. So let's start at the very beginning. There are different options. If you pay for a monthly print-on-demand subscription like Printify Premium, which I have, you can put the price of the subscription in here and factor that into your spreadsheet. You can also put your average orders per month. That's how I factor in how much it costs per item, per item to have a premium account, and that can help you see if it's worth it. Foreign transaction fee. So if you use a credit card, a Canadian credit card, most Canadian credit cards will charge a fee for purchases made in US dollars. So because I use Printify and they charge me in USD, every time they charge me, my credit card charges me 2.5% on top of that. So that's really annoying. I recently applied for and got a Brim Financial MasterCard. There's a free one that you can get. It's a free credit card that has no foreign transaction fee, and the one I have is a paid one, and you actually get cash back on top of not having foreign transactions. You're also getting cash back bonuses from these foreign transactions. Finally, $1 in Canadian equivalency. So this is the conversion rate. I'm using a conversion rate of 1.35 right now in March 2023. That was just based off of historical prices, averages for the last couple of months. So that's there. And then, of course, our Etsy settings. These are pretty standard. You've got your listing fee. The listing fee in Canadian comes out to 45 cents. You got your standard transaction fee, and then your Etsy payments fee. Again, if you're going to be using or if you're going to have your store in USD, you're going to find that there's also an Etsy currency conversion fee there factored in. So let's go back to our Canadian spreadsheet, main spreadsheet here. So we basically got the first column, Monster Digital. This is my item and the shipping. So I've already put it in as $10.30. It is $4.35 to ship it. That brings the total cost to $20.59 Canadian. So let's double check this. Basically what we are calculating here is the sum of B11 through D11, which is correct. That's B11 plus C11 plus D11 to get our total cost. And then we multiply it by B5 here, which is our currency conversion. Perfect. That's our total cost. Awesome. Listing price. This is what you get to put in. How much you want to list an item for, how much you want to list shipping for, whether or not you offer any discounts, and then finally what your estimated revenue is going to be. So this is if you offer a discount, like a 15% promo code, your revenue is going to reflect this. So let's double check our revenue here. So we've got, first of all, F11 plus G11, so that's your shipping price plus your listing price. And then we need to subtract a possible discount, and the discount usually only applies to your listing price. You can offer discounts on shipping. I don't even go there because you can already list your shipping as discounted. Perhaps in the future I'll add that in, but most people are just running promos on the price of their item so that their listing item is coming up looking like it's on sale or cheaper on the Etsy search page. Okay, so that looks good. We've got F11 times H11, so that's our listing price times our discount, so this times 15%, and then we would just subtract 15% of that. That makes it 15% off, right? We've got our listing fees here, that's pulling in from there. Transaction fees, so we've got the transaction fee is 6.5%, so that's our H3 times I3, which is the total amount of sales, because that gets charged on top of your shipping and your listing price. And then we have your payment processing fee. Etsy kind of forces you to use their payment processors if you're in in Canada or US or any other major country there. So it is 3% of your, again, total order. So that's going to be H4 times, that's our I11, and then plus the 25 cents fee per sale, and that's I4 right there. Awesome, great. Okay, we've got our credit card foreign currency fee. So again, I mentioned if you're using a credit card that charges a fee, it's usually about 2.5%. Let's see if this works out right. So we've got our total of the entire thing in US dollars, so the price of the item, price of shipping, the fees, so that is all of that. That's essentially giving us E11 here, because E11 is that. I could just do E11 times B4. Let's just do that because it should equal the same thing. E11 times B4. Yeah, equals the same thing. I guess I may as well simplify that down there, right? So, oopsies. I've got an extra parentheses there. Perfect. So that works out. So yes, they're going to charge us on top of any US transaction they make. They're going to charge 2.5% on top of how much that equals in Canadian. So great if you can avoid that. Okay, so next we've got our total costs, what we need to deduct from our total sales, which is right there. So the things, of course, we're going to need to deduct is all of this, right? The order amount right here. Again, looks like I have gone ahead. Oh no, that's not it. I'm actually using E11 in this one. So that's our total cost. And then we're also going to deduct all of those fees, right? So the sum of columns K through M11. And it looks like I found my first mistake there, which is that it also needs to include column J, which is our listing fee, right? I don't think there'd be a reason why I would not include that. Nope, that is my first mistake and the total purpose of this video. So let's take that and we're going to drag it all the way down and make sure we update all of those columns. Great. Good stuff. Okay, so let's talk about our net profit. Of course, that's going to be your total sale. So the total amount that Etsy is depositing into your account. Actually, I think they automatically subtract the fees for you. That's why these fees might be an estimate, minus all of the fees and costs of shipping and purchasing items. So that's pretty straightforward. We've got I11 minus N11. Great. Okay, and now our profit percentage. So we want to know if we sell a item at that price as compared to the original price that we're getting it from our supplier. What kind of markup are we having on there in terms of our actual profit? So here I've got O11, which is the amount of profit that I net from a sale of, in this case, a t-shirt. And I'm dividing that by the price of a t-shirt, or the original price of just the item itself, times, because this item is in USD, multiply it by Canadian. So yeah, it looks like on like a $13, $14 item, I'm making a profit of $5.50. $1.50 almost, which is 20%. Yeah, that item probably, I guess, in US must come out to a bit more than that, more than 15, because that would be closer to 30%. Okay, great. And then I've got a column if you want to change how much profit you're making, because this is calculated based on the prices you put in. Let's say I actually want to be making closer to $8. It's going to give me a suggested pricing. So how far off am I? How much adjustment would I need in order to make that work? Maybe I just don't offer discounts. Let's see what happens when I get rid of that. Yeah, then I'm already on the mark. Great. Okay, so that's awesome. That is our spreadsheet.